Twilight Theater Productions' Murder in Green Meadows at the 2011 Mystery Dinner Theater at Ken Lake State Resort Park in Aurora, January 21st and 22nd, and January 28th and 29th. Come out and enjoy this thriller about two couples living in the perfect suburban community but engaged in a web of deception and mind games. Dinner is at 6 p.m. and the show begins at 7:30. For more information and reservations, call 270-436-2399. Aurora is located on US 68 west of Cadiz. The Janice Mason Art Museum is located at 71 Main Street in Cadiz, Kentucky. Their mission is to make art accessible to the community, and they are firmly committed to providing art educational opportunities for the region. It has been referred to as the most creative destination in Cadiz. The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday and 1 to 4 p.m. on Sundays. For information on exhibits and programs, check the web at www.jmam.org. Your 7-day weather outlook is brought to you by the Lake Barkley Tourist Commission, located at Exit 40 off Interstate 24 in Catawba, Kentucky. Your 7-day weather outlook is brought to you by the Lake Barkley Tourist Commission, located at Exit 40 off Interstate 24 in Catawba, Kentucky.
Something's happening in Grand Rivers, Kentucky. There's a new show in town. Variety, music, memories, and more. The new musical review everyone's talking about.
We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out.
Variety, music, memories, and more.
Rock this town.
The great entertainment that made Branson, Missouri famous is now playing in Grand Rivers. Tickets to Variety are on sale now. Go online at grandriversvariety.com or call 1-888-362-4223.
I just cook because I like to cook and and that's what I did the best. And in my day, the ladies didn't go out to work. You were supposed to keep the cookie jar filled up half by for your husband when he came home and lots of food. And I had 3 boys, so they liked to eat, though they still like to eat.
Yeah, she took me to Disneyland. Just like parents are bringing their kids to Pattyland. You know, it's the same thing.
I cooked and cooked and cooked, but I liked it better than anything, because my mother wasn't very well, so she would tell me how to cook from her bed, and then I would go out and cook it.
Totally 100% her idea to open Hamburger Patty's Ice Cream Parlor. And it started with this little motel that Mom and Dad bought for $19,000. And it had 7 rooms, and they rented, or 6 or 7 rooms that they rented for $7.50 a night, $11.50 on the weekends. And it was just an old 1950-ish, 45, 50-ish concrete block fishing camp.
Patty said, why don't you stay home? And I said, well, we'll figure out a way to make a living in this town, and I'll stay home. And when I came home the next time, she got the idea to start a hamburger and ice cream bar, which is, you know, cooking has always been what she was good at. And it all started from there. Next thing I know, we have a restaurant. But anyway, I had to work the next 5 years and send home money to keep the place going.
And Mother, bless her heart, had never kept the books. Dad always did that, but she kept the books. And by gosh, on the first day we opened, Mother realized that she had overdrawn the checking account by $8,000 additional dollars. So we were in the hole to start off with. And I think the business might have done $8,000 in sales the first year. And this year we're going to do somewhere around $8 million in sales. This circumstance, in this life of mine, almost every single decision required a great deal of courage, because you were venturing in the unknown. You were venturing into a world that everyone told you were going to fail in. Every step of the way you had to fight, every step of the way to get where we are today. People look and take everything for granted. Of course, most people don't understand, this is just the beginning of the rest of the dream of Patty's. It will go on for generation upon generation.
I cooked and cooked and cooked, but I liked it better than anything.
She had loved everything in the world, and the day that she found out and told me that she was going to die, I went over to her house. We sat there and held hands and cried together, and she said to me, I said, Mom, if you could ask God for one thing, what would you like God to do for you? She said, I want 3 years. I want to be able to see my granddaughter Ariel grow up a little more, because at that time she was just a little baby. God gave her 3 years and 2 months. And the pictures that you're seeing are the last photographs and video of my mom and dad and the family together. And she is who she is, a magnificent, magnificent mother and wife and friend. You are absolutely the best mom in the world. and thank you. And I hope you appreciate and love all the things that everybody enjoys that is all about you. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Love you. Really, really, really love you dearly. Thanks. Thanks for having me. Thanks for Dad for giving me your name. I hope you're proud. I know you are. Thanks.
You're watching Lakeland TV, your one-stop station for lake information.
Your 7-day weather outlook is brought to you by the Lake Barkley Tourist Commission, located at Exit 40 off Interstate 24 in Catawba, Kentucky. Your 7-day weather outlook is brought to you by the Lake Barkley Tourist Commission, located at Exit 40 off Interstate 24 in Catawba, Kentucky. Remember that far-off lonesome whistle of your childhood that signaled something big was approaching? Perhaps it was the cloud of black smoke that worked its way along the horizon, or the distinctive clanging of a bell as it slowed for the little station in your town. You can relive those thrilling memories at Caldwell County Railroad Museum in Princeton. The museum is operated by Caldwell County Historic Railroad Society and is dedicated to the preservation of railroad history and the restoration of railroad artifacts. It is open on Wednesday through Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Located in downtown Princeton, across from the Big Springs Park, the museum encourages you to bring the youngsters and sit in the big red caboose. All aboard!
Hey, dude, look over there. Hey, dude, check this out. Hurry before Mom gets home. John was an 11-year-old middle school student. The product John inhaled wasn't a drug, it was a poison. Today, John would have been 12.